South, where they say the game just means more. There's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers and Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will get the ball first. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently.
And the gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused him. timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. Gets away from one, finds some space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open...
And they will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. Hard-hitting tackle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? To the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking to throw at Stockton. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now here comes Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's the free safety. He comes in and makes the sack. We don't get to say that very often. Usually back in coverage, but you could tell had a little speed there. Go get the quarterback, go get him on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Branch. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We we have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Georgia going up tempo. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D-linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it on the move, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls it fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Power football with the run. There he goes. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Frazier. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Frazier. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Throws to the back. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Georgia going up tempo.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far. Catching the ball, that time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Dogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw again. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes.
Turning it on! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead. They've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it for a big play. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Here comes the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they come further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's Daniels. Under fire. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. He lets it fly. Pick off to stop the threat.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Rutgers stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time on target. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Now on first down from the 40. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush is on him. He'll throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to go down as time has run out. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry.